Welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for May 6th. As Catholics, we are assured of a constant thread of over 2,000 years of tradition and moral teaching. Within this thread are those who have sacrificed their lives through the shedding of their blood for the faith and Holy Mother Church. On this day, we remember these martyrs and whom, through their sacrifice, have aided in the growth and stability of the Holy Catholic Church. As a Catholic Catechism offers in number 2473, martyrdom is a supreme witness given to the truth of the faith. It means bearing witness even unto death. The martyrs bear witness to Christ who died and rose, to whom he is united by charity. He bears witness to the truth of the faith and of Christian doctrine. He endures death through an act of fortitude. Quote, "Let me become the food of the beast, through whom it will be given me to reach God." Unquote. In union with that, I offer this story by Bishop Fulton Sheen. He explained that when the communists took over China, they imprisoned a priest in his own rectory near the church. After being locked up in his own house, the priest looked out the window and was horrified to see the communists enter the church. Once they were inside, they went into the sanctuary, broke open the tabernacle, and in a hateful and spiteful act of desecration, threw down the ciborium, scattering the hosts on the floor. The priests knew exactly how many hosts had been in the ciborium. There were 32. When the communists left, they either didn't notice or just didn't pay attention to a very small girl praying in the back of the church who saw everything. That night she returned and, slipping past the guard at the rectory, entered the church where she made a holy hour, perhaps for reparation for the desecration she witnessed of the Blessed Sacrament. After her holy hour, she went into the sanctuary, and kneeling down, she bent over and received Jesus in the Holy Communion with her tongue, since it was not permissible at that time for laymen to even touch the sacred host with their hands. Each night the girl returned to the church to make her holy hour and receive Jesus in Holy Communion on her tongue, just as she did the first night. On the 32nd night, after having consumed the last host, she accidentally made a noise that awoke the guard who was asleep at his post by the priest's residence. From his bedroom window, the priest could only watch in horror as the heart-rending scene unfolded before his very eyes. The girl tried to run away, but the guard caught up with her and beat her to death with the butt of his rifle. In union with that, that's following is a list of those martyrs that the Church asks us to remember today. At Krakow in Poland, the birthday of St. Stanislaus, bishop and martyr, who was murdered by the wicked king Boleslas. At Terracina in Campania, the birthday of Blessed Flavia Domitia, virgin and martyr, niece of the consul Flavius Clemens. She received the religious veil at the hands of Saint Clement, and in the persecution of Domitian was exiled with many others to the island of Poncia, where she endured a long martyrdom for Christ. Taken afterwards to Terracina, she converted many to the faith of Christ by her teaching and miracles. The judge ordered the chamber in which she was with the virgins Euphrosyna and Theodora to be set on fire, and she thus consummated her glorious martyrdom. She is also mentioned with the holy martyrs Nereus and Achilleus on the 12th of this month. On the same day, Saint Juvenal, martyr, at Nicomedia, the holy martyrs Flavius, Augustus, and Augustine, who were brothers. In the same city, Saint Quadratus, martyr, who was frequently tortured in the persecution of Decius, at last he was decapitated. At Rome, Saint Benedict, Roman Pope and Confessor. At York, in England, Saint John, Bishop renowned for his saintly life and miracles. At Pavia, the bishop, St. Peter. And at Rome, the translation of the body of St. Stephen, the very first martyr, who was brought from Constantinople to Rome, and laid in the sepulchre of the martyr St. Lawrence in the field of Verano, where it is honored with great devotion by the pious and the faithful. These are those who offered the greatest of sacrifices of all, their blood for the church, for the love of the church, for the love of Christ, and for the love of us. Remember them today as you go through your day. Something goes wrong, something happens at work, something happens on the way to work, something